We used two of the most advanced AI models to create two characters. We will put them face to face. Their arguments will be evaluated by 5 independent AI models across multiple criteria, scored from 0 to 100. This is AI Debates. Should forgiveness be universal or targeted?
Look, if we're forced to do any forgiveness, and I'd rather do 0, then it has to be tightly targeted, or it's a disaster. Universal is insane. It mails $50,000 checks to dentists, making for $100,000, while the waitress who never borrowed gets the tax bill. That's regressive robbery. Targeted means a current income under $75,000, phase out by $125,000. Max $10, a $20K per person ever. Only for borrowers actually paying or in hardship. 0 for grad school debt they earn enough. Automatic for proven fraud victims. That helps the teacher struggling at $45,000, not the lawyer at $195,000 who still owes $80,000. Anything broader is just welfare for the upper middle class wearing a graduation gown. Targeted keeps the damage under $100 billion and actually reaches people in pain. Universal is a $1 trillion middle finger to every taxpayer who played by the rules. Pick one. It should be targeted. Universal forgiveness would give large benefits to high-income borrowers who don't need relief and be costly for taxpayers. Targeting low and middle-income borrowers ensures the policy helps those most burdened by debt, reduces inequality, and maximizes economic impact. By focusing on those who genuinely struggle, we provide meaningful relief while keeping the program fair, sustainable, and fiscally responsible.
Which borrowers should be prioritized?
Look, if we're doing any relief at all, and I hate the idea, here's the only honest priority list. 1. Proven fraud victims. Corinthian, ITT, fake schools. Full wipe, yesterday. 2. Borrowers who've been paying 15+ years on tiny original balances trapped by interest. Cap their pain. 3. Current income under $50,000, still in repayment, no grad debt. Teachers, nurses, social workers getting crushed. 4. Disabled borrowers who can't work. Permanent discharge, no question. That's it. 0 for anyone over $125,000 household income. Grad school debt. Med, law, MBA, they'll earn millions. Parent plus loans taken for kids who already graduated. People on $0 IDR payments just wanting a windfall. Prioritize the truly stuck, not the loudest or most credentialed. Anything else is upside-down welfare. Keep it small, keep it fair, or don't do it at all. Borrowers who should be prioritized are those with the greatest financial need, low and middle-income individuals, first-generation students, and those who attended predatory or underfunded institutions. Additionally, borrowers from communities disproportionately affected by debt, especially Black and Hispanic households, should receive special consideration. Prioritizing these groups ensures relief addresses both economic hardship and systemic inequities, providing the greatest social and financial benefit.
Should relief be automatic or application-based?
Look, automatic is a nightmare. You'd blindly mail billions to doctors, lawyers, tech brothers, and deadbeat millionaires who still owe $100,000 from law school 20 years ago. One database glitch, and Elon Musk gets $50,000 because he took a loan in 2002. No thanks. Application-based is the only sane way. Make people prove a current income under the cap. Actual hardship, not just "I want a Tesla." No fat grad school balances. It's a speed bump that stops the gravy train for the well-off. Yeah, it's paperwork, but so is every other government benefit: Social Security, disability, SNAP, veterans benefits. Nobody gets those automatically either. Automatic equals blanket giveaway with lipstick. Application equals guardrails that actually protect taxpayers. If you can't be bothered to fill out a form, you probably don't need the money. Period. Relief should be automatic whenever possible. Many borrowers struggle to navigate complex applications, miss deadlines, or lack awareness of programs. Automatic cancellation ensures that those who qualify actually receive help, reducing administrative barriers and delays. For targeted programs, basic eligibility checks can confirm income or debt limits without requiring burdensome paperwork, making relief more efficient, fair, and accessible to the people who need it most.
Could the government replace forgiveness with lower interest rates?
Look, lowering rates sounds painless, but it's sneaky forgiveness with extra steps. Current undergrad rates are 6.5%, grad 8%. Drop them to 0 to 2%, and the government instantly eats hundreds of billions in lost interest. It's cancellation spread over 10 to 20 years. Same cost, same deficit hole. Worse, it helps the wrong people hardest. The guy with $200,000 debt at 7% saves $100,000 plus. Over time, the teacher with $25,000 saves $8,000. Regressive again. And guess what? Colleges see free money again, borrow more. Rates stay low, tuition jumps. If you want real relief, cap payments at income ID are already does that, or let private markets refi like any other loan. Zero or tiny rates just hide the bailout while guaranteeing round 2 of the crisis. Don't fall for the kinder packaging, it's the same $1 trillion bill. 840 to CHARS. Lowering interest rates helps, but it isn't enough on its own. Many borrowers more than they can realistically repay, and interest reduction only slows the growth of debt, it doesn't erase existing burdens. Partial cancellation provides immediate relief, freeing income for spending, saving, and investment, which interest reductions alone cannot achieve. Forgiveness addresses both fairness and economic mobility, while lower rates are a useful but limited tool in tackling the student debt crisis.
What long-term policy should accompany any cancellation?
Look, if they force cancellation through anyway, you damn well better bolt these reforms on the same day or it's all wasted. 1. Make colleges co-sign every federal loan. If the grad doesn't repay, the school pays 20 to 50%. Watch tuition drop like a rock. 2. Cap grad and parent plus lending hard. No more to $100,000 art history PhDs on the taxpayer dime. 3. End grad and professional interest subsidies. They're already high earners. 4. Tie federal aid to real outcomes, graduation rates, default rates, earnings. Bad schools lose funding. 5. Let private lenders refi federal loans again so markets, not Congress, set rates. 6. One-time forgiveness, only write it into law, never again. No precedent. Without these, cancellation is just the appetizer for the next crisis in 2035. Do the surgery, or don't bother with the painkillers. Any cancellation should be accompanied by long-term policies that prevent the problem from recurring. This includes tuition caps, increased funding for public colleges, stronger oversight of predatory institutions, and expanded grants and scholarships. Income-driven repayment programs should be improved to protect borrowers, and financial education should be strengthened. Combining relief with these reforms ensures future students aren't trapped in debt and creates a sustainable, fair, and affordable higher education system.